Hello everyone, welcome to Automobile Engineering class. I am V. Rakesh, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department. In this session, I am going to explain overdrive, types of overdrives, construction and working of overdrive, and advantages of overdrive. Finally, I am going to discuss electron transmission controls. Now see the overdrive. Overdrive is a device to set up the gear ratio in the car like sedans. It is fitted in between transmission and the propeller shaft. It enables a high cruising speed to be attained with a comparatively low engine speed that is up to 20 to 25% on long journeys. This results in less wear of the engine and decreases vibration and noise. As the friction loss at lower speeds is less. There is a saving of fuel also with the overdrive. Overdrive is generally fitted on top gear only, but in some sports cars, overdrives are also fitted on gears other than the top gear, which increases the torque ratios available. For examples, when overdrive is fitted on the top, third, and second gear, 7 forward 7 forward speeds or torque ratios are available. The overdrive may be operated either manually or automatically at a predetermined speed. Now I'm going to discuss types of overdrives. Generally, overdrives are divided into two types. One is integral overdrive, second one is add-on overdrives. Now see the integral overdrives. In this type, the overdrive is an integral part of the transmission as in case of 4 or 5 speed transmission. In a 5-speed overdrive transmission, the first 4 speeds provides a ratio similar to a 4-speed. The fifth speed is an overdrive ratio. The typical example of a 5-speed transmission gear ratios as shown in this table. See here the first gear ratio 3.46, second gear ratio 2.15, third gear ratio 1.23, fourth gear ratio 1, fifth gear ratio 0.80, reverse gear 3.15. See here the fifth gear ratio of 0.80 provides a 20% reduction in engine speed over the 1:1 ratio of the fourth gear. 5-speed transmissions are nowadays commonly used as a standard equipment on automobiles. Second one is add-on overdrives. The add-on overdrives are generally installed at the rear of the transmission between the transmission output shaft and the drive line. It it may be noted that mostly overdrives are electrically controlled through a switch. The switch is assembled on or near the gear shift lever. An electric solenoid controls the hydraulic system in the overdrive unit to actuate a sliding clutch that forces it to mesh with the overdrive gear. Now see the construction and working of overdrive. See here, this is the uh, 2D figure of overdrive. It consists of planted gearbox or epicyclic gear. This is the gearbox output shaft. This is the overdrive output shaft. This input shaft having splines. On these splines, the sun gear, carrier, and free wheel clutch available on this input shaft. In It consists of an epicyclic gear. See here, it consists of epicyclic gear train in which the sun gear is free to rotate on this input shaft, while the carrier can move on splines on the input shaft. See here, this is a free wheel clutch is also fitted on the input shaft splines. The output shaft is connected to this ring gear. When the sun gear is locked with the casing, that is, it becomes stationary. Of the output, it becomes stationary. The output shaft is increased. That means overdrive is engaged. Uh, when the sun gear is locked to the carrier, when the sun gear is locked to the carrier to the ring, solid drive is obtained. Thus, depending on the locking of the sun gear with the ring gear or with the carrier, the overdrive or the normal direct drive is obtained. There is another possible control of the mechanism, that is when the sun wheel is kept free to rotate on the input shaft. In this case, there is direct drive through the free wheel free wheel clutch when the engine develops more power. Now see the advantage of overdrive. Uh, when car is moving ahead at constant speed, then ease does not require more power to maintain that speed. Hence, to maintain the speed of the car, engine speed can be reduced using the overdrive. High speed running of vehicle at low engine speed can be obtained. Fuel consumption decreases. The wear of the engine and auxiliary units decreases. Due to reduction in engine revolution per minute, considerably saving of fuel is achieved. For required vehicle speed, engine is running slowly, hence its service life increases. The overdrive can be controlled electrically or hydraulically from dashboard or a switch provided on steering column. These are the few advantages of overdrive. Now let us go into discuss electronic transmission controls. Many changes have taken place in the transmission and transaxle designs and their control in the recent past. Transaxle means when the transmission and the drive axles are combined in one unit, so it is called as transaxle. The demand for fuel efficiency in vehicles has resulted in lighter designs and increased use of electronics for the control of both engine and transmission. The electric controls have been made an integral part of the transmission for constantly monitoring and controlling the engine parameters, road speed, torque, and other conditions. Sensors are employed for sensing these parameters. Signals are generated for these parameters for processing in the engine control module, short form is ECM, or the central computer on board. The manufacturers are also provide what we call, that means, driving program for generating and sending signals for process in the onboard computer. The computer decides the best gear position for the situation and sends back signals according to the predetermined program. Solenoid valves in the hydraulic system activate the gear shifting process. Engine torque Engine torque values are also varied automatically for smooth shifting of gear position. The sensors in the transmission also let the operator of the vehicle know if there are any problem with the system. The transmission control computer can also detect a problem and send a warning signal in the form of a flash of a light on the instrument panel for alerting the driver. With the help of a preset program and codes, the problem can be located and corrected. Now see the functions of electronic transmission controls. In this first one is downshift automatically when going downhill to control speed and reduce wear on brakes. Upshift when braking on a slippery surface to reduce the braking torque applied by the engine. Prevent the upshift when going into a turn on winding road. These are the few functions of electronic transmission controls. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more updates.